Is rolling?
Yep.
Today we're going to Live Athletics. We're going to go gather some content of some professional baseball players. The way that I view baseball and all these things and the players, like I don't see anything that resonates with me that really captures the way that I view things. Have you ever really seen a player and a trainer mic'd up and get to hear them communicate while they're doing exercises, and players saying compelling things that pertain to baseball and the media while they're working out? I don't think they've ever reached that comfort level with a director, as the director has the camera on him, to be that open. The first couple times that I brought my camera out to interview some baseball players, right away I could tell there was something a little different about it. And I've come to realize that it's just the fact that there's a player behind the camera that's gone through the same things as them, that's strapped up for a game. I know what these guys go through because I've done it for 12 years professionally. And because of all that and the respect they have for me in my career, they talk to me with respect. And the camera is catching what it's like from my perspective when I'm communicating to these baseball players. I want to make sure the players like the content because I don't want to lose their trust. Like, the trust of the players is the most important thing to me. So it's important that they know that the Darno Media Group, the Darno Media Group LLC owns all the content, and that it's not going to be distributed or handed out to anybody else to edit aside from me. It's all going to stay in-house, and anything that's distributed elsewhere is going to be monetized, and the players are going to get a cut. Like, I really just want to lift all the players up and help to brand them. Like, agencies nowadays, their job is to facilitate deals between teams and players and sponsors and players. But I think there's a gap right now where the players are doing all these things, and there are ways that they could be branding themselves and marketing. But how many personalities are there in baseball? There's some, but there could be more. And I know how many personalities are out there, but they're not as proactive about their social media. They're not as proactive about getting out there. So here I am, a player that just wants to give them that voice and to show people what they're like. That's all. Personality. Here we are. But it helps everybody involved. Like all these guys like Jack Flaherty, Kevin Pillar, Ryon Healy, Albie Weiss, Ryan Feynman, Bryce Femmel. Like, there's so many athletes in here that come and train on a consistent basis, Brandon Gold. And they're all cool with me coming in and shooting content of them. So I'm just gonna come in and do it. I'm gonna make something creative that baseball players and fans and baseball parents, coaches, I want to shoot some stuff that everybody's going to like.
I think that's one of the hardest parts, is we all feel like we have so much personality, and we all feel like we're so different than what we may be portrayed in the media. And sometimes you don't have control over what the media says. Someone else is controlling the narrative. But we always bring it back to the point where it doesn't matter. You perform, you play well, nothing else matters. But sometimes, it's not enough.
Who are some of your favorite younger guys in the game?
There's a lot of dudes who are fun to watch. From the pitching side, from the pitching side, I might be a little biased, but Flaherty, he's fun to watch. I think he's going to be a force for about 10, 12, 15 years to come. Walker Buehler, clean, explosive. He's kind of got that FU mentality. Doesn't care that he's 24, 25. Like, he doesn't care. Clevenger's fun to watch. He doesn't care either. Position players, It's hard to say I enjoy watching them play because I have to compete against them. But a couple young dudes in Atlanta that are fun to watch. A couple young dudes in Washington that are fun to watch too. So game's healthy right now, definitely.
What do you focus on here versus at live versus what are the purpose of both places?
Over there, it's mobility and little strengthening stuff. I do a lot of my shoulder work and some of my upper body stuff in there. But then some of it is like athletic development building and making sure I'm still moving the right way, but I focus on, also some preventative care. Certain things start bugging me or certain things start going on, but that's not really what it is. It's just preventative stuff. It's a lot of preventative stuff and making sure that my body's in the right position. Hang on, I got the music right here. Making sure that my body's in the right position and in the right movement so that when I do go, he's yelling right here. He said he's yelling right here, but you're still gonna do that. So that way when I do go in here or to the baseball field, that my body's in non-compromising positions to where I'm moving in the right way, my arm's in the right position, I'm loading the proper way. Just the way my body moves. Yeah, when you got the foam roll on the back, and you get a little bit of, get that vibration in it. Yeah. Favorite thing about the off season is being home and seeing people that, I just watch your lips. It's just being able to be home and get to work and know what you're working towards next year. But make sure you get time with the family, because for a lot of people you don't get that time. You don't always get to be around the family. You don't always get to see people that you're close with. So being able to be home, be around my mom, see my brother when he comes home, see people when they come home over break, just certain little things. But I just think it's fun to be in here, fun to go work out. I enjoy that. Some people don't like it. Some people don't like getting up in the mornings. They go work out in the afternoons, and that's their choice. But, been here since 8, so enjoy it.
Statistically, Jack was the best pitcher in baseball the second half of the season. He was amazing. Like, even Chris says some great things about him. Chris today was saying stuff about Jack, how he feels like Jack had an amazing second half, but people are just starting to scratch the surface. Like, they're just starting to see what he's capable of. Like, I've been #1 in that place when it comes to all of the jumping and explosiveness stuff. Like, when we do thorough testing, I was by far had the highest score. I was #1 for like 3 years, above Jack. And I came in to start working out with these guys, and my score immediately jumped to #1 when they first put me in the system. And I could tell that bugged Jack a little bit, like doing the twisting stuff. Like, he's a competitive dude, and I like that. But last year, he beat me. Like, his score, he beat me. His overall score is better than mine. He's the only person who's ever scored higher on overall testing than me in my entire life that I've worked out with. Another really interesting guy that I'd love for people to get to know is the dude with Joe Kelly. I'd love for people to get to know Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly is one of the most interesting ball players, if you ask me. The guy throws like 100 miles an hour, but people don't know just how athletic he is.
Really?
Fastest pitcher in the league, hands down. Like, at my prime, when I was the fastest I could possibly be, he and I were neck to neck on all of our sprints. Like, we were doing a bunch of sprint work, and he and I were duking it out. Yes.
Like, I've seen him in games. You can tell he's quick.
He's very explosive. Yeah, his jumping, like, he's so explosive. He did track in high school, but we should go and see him. He's in California. Like, we should just make a list of ball players that we should get content of working out. Dude, that's it. That's the answer.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.